Hi everybody, my name is CJ. I'm the one that usually ties all the pike and musky flies, and today I'm going to show you my version of how to tie a Bucktail Deceiver. Let's get started. I'm using an Ahrex 270 3/0 hook, and I'm going to put a nice base of thread down. We don't want those muskies pulling away. And back down again. And cut off our tag end. And I'm going to start with some white bucktail. Now, with the white bucktail, you can see all the under fur. And we're just going to take all that out. Make it nice and neat. Any little stragglers that are there, I like to clean them all out. And then we're going to cut it nice and even. Just like that. Now, the first tie, I always like to tie it straight. So 3 light turns, and then I'm going to make sure that I push it, pinch, and everything all around the hook. Pull straight down. And then we're going to tie this in. There we go. And you can always just, there. And don't forget to put your glue on. You don't have to use a whole lot of glue. Okay, now I'm going to go for some feathers. Now, I heard a lot about people having a lot of trouble getting these feathers to stay still while they tie them in. So I'm going to give you a few little tricks. If you have your feather, turn it over, put your glue right here, and then take your feather and place it where you want and hold it, and the glue is going to make it stick so that you can tie it in. The other thing you can do is make a crease with your nail like that, and now you have a crease right here. So if you put your feather where you want it, you're going to tie in right on that crease, and the feather will stay there. With me, I'm just going to tie them in. There we go. And we'll tie one in on the other side. Now, I strip a lot of the hair for these. You don't have to, but I like to do that. And then you want to cut off the tag ends. There we go. Now I'm going to put some long ones on here. You can put however many you want on. It doesn't really matter. I like mixing both the long and the short. I'll put another one in on this side. And we'll cut off those tag ends. There. All right. Now I'm going to put a little more glue on. Perfect. And now I'm going to switch to, I guess you could call this a rust color. Same thing, you're going to pull out all the underfur and we're going to cut it straight across. Now this time I'm going to measure and we're going to reverse the tie. Pinch, pull, and then pull straight down. And we take our push tool, give it a couple of little flaps so that you know you've got everything all around. And you want to make sure, see how all these little pieces are out? You want to make sure that you get everything back so that you have a straight line right here where you're going to tie. And you want to tie up next to it and then come down, up next to it. Because if you don't do this, you're going to have a buildup right close to where you've tied it in and your thread's going to fall down. Pull back. You can make it go the way you want to. A few more ties. I usually try and go slow at the end. There we go. The glue again. Now, how about some flash? Now, with the flash, you want to make it uneven so it looks more natural. There we go. And we're just going to put this, make sure it's longer than the bucktail and the feathers. And you're going to tie this in right here. And then you take your thumb and you just spread it around, and then you can take your hands and fingers, make it go the way you want. And then the rest of it will lift up and just fold it back. And then we're going to tie that down. Glue again. And probably our last bucktail, which is going to be dark brown. And I'll clean it all out again. And cut it nice and straight. Reverse tie again. First I'll measure because I think it's a little bit too long. This is like cutting hair. Okay. Put it in. 2 light turns. Pinch, squeeze all around the hook. And then flare it. Use your push tool. Back. Make sure that you have everything pulled back. And give myself lots of room to tie it in. Make sure you, when you tie there, you come up even with the hook. And you're going to make that little edge in front. There we go. Now remember, all these flies, once you're finished, especially with streamers, they should get a bath at the end. Excuse me. You want to make sure they look like what they would look like in the water. Okay, and what we're going to do is tie off. You can do it by hand. I'm just showing you how to do it with the tool. Pull down tight. Cut off your tag. And put more glue on the end. Again, you don't need too much. Now, if you wanted to make it finished there, you can take your pens of all the different colors and you can go over that with a brown or a white, whatever you like, and then you won't see that white part right there. And there you have it. Thank you very much for watching, and if you have any questions, feel free to give me a buzz. I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, and I'm also a member of Norvise. Thank you again.